with Billy Ray right now, who has walked into the studio. Always so pleasant when you come around, Billy Ray. It's always good to see you, man. Yeah, look at this guy.
Honor to be here.
What did you bring? You have a frame over there. You said you brought Johnny, so I thought you brought like your buddy.
It is my buddy. It's a letter from Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
I was getting ready to step out to come in this morning. I felt like Johnny just kind of...
He wrote you this letter, huh?
He wrote me this letter, but you remind me of Johnny. You've made a stand. No, I meant it.
Come on,
I meant it.
You're crazy.
Honestly, I think Johnny would have been proud of you. You made a stand for something you believed in, and I just felt like I'm going to bring Johnny to the interview, and I put him in a truck, and he rode in with me just so. Felt like he wanted to meet you, to be honest.
Do you mind if I read this to our listeners? This is a letter.
It's up to you.
Johnny Cash wrote this to you. This is crazy.
Yeah, on June 12th of '92, I believe.
Okay, so it's on Johnny Cash letterhead from Hendersonville, Tennessee, where he wrote it from, June 12th, 1992. Johnny Cash writes, Billy Ray, I was very impressed recently to hear you give God the credit for your success. It's good to be reminded where all goodness comes from. 36 years ago, I was working with Elvis and saw him take the same kind of flack you're taking now. Congratulations on the way you're handling it all. In your case, as an Elvis, the good outweighs the bad. Let him have it. I'm in your corner, Johnny Cash. That is such a cool. That's such a cool thing, Billy Ray.
All right, yeah. Thanks,
How often do you
man.
ever look at that and go, "That's crazy that Johnny Cash wrote me a note"?
Well, it gets even crazier. One time, George Jones came out to my house and he saw the letter. And George read it and he goes, "Man, have you met Johnny Cash?" And I said, "No, but I've always wanted to. I wanted to thank him for the letter." And Jones's buddy says, "Well, he's down in Franklin doing a book signing right now." And Jones says, "Come on, let's go meet Johnny Cash." And I got in Jones's car. He drove me to meet Johnny Cash at a bookstore. And we came in, and it was this magical moment when Johnny Cash saw George Jones, and Jones seeing Cash. You could just tell the respect and love these guys had for each other. It was magic. I was thinking back on it, and I remember the look in their eyes, and Johnny took a break and he came over and they like hugged each other. And I saw Johnny Cash hug George Jones.
That's crazy. And you rode in George Jones' car.
Yeah, I wrote, George Jones drove me there, and then Jones told Johnny Cash, "Hey, you wrote this letter to Billy Ray Cyrus," and I was out at his house and he wanted to thank you for writing him the letter. And then I shook his hand and thanked him for the letter and let him know how much it meant to me at that time to have that. It was really it was a rock to lean on that Johnny Cash had written me the letter. And then June gave me the biggest hug.
I mean, the story just gets better.
Oh, yeah.
And June hugged me, and I remember it was like an extended hug. And I thought, man, I hope it's not too long, but I'm not going to let go until she lets go. She was just it was a great, great experience.
You mind if I play this new song real quick while you're here?
Sure.
We'll talk about it on the backside of it.
Okay.
You're here, and we're in a good mood. So Chevys and Fords, and we're going to hear all about this coming up right afterward. This is new from Billy Ray Cyrus, out today.
Out today, brand new.
For the first time.
First spin ever, right here. Maybe the last.
Yeah, first and the last.
This might
not the
be.
last. Not the last. Give me a brief setup here so people know what they're hearing.
Well, I just love a great country song, and regardless what I go through in my life, I make a lot of. I love a lot of styles of music, a lot of diversity, but the one thing that's always constant, I'm Billy Ray Cyrus from Flatwoods, Kentucky, and I love country music, and I love a great country song. And when I heard this song, I just fell in love with it. I cut it, sang on it back in October, 6 months before Old Town Road.
Is that right?
Yeah, this was the beginning. This happened way before Old Town Road. I recorded it in the fall of last year. And it became a bridge to my record label, and just John Loba, Broken Bow, just all these people came into my life. And everything that's happening to me now kind of stems from this song. It was the beginning or a seed of something very good.
I was like, man, Billy Ray still got that soul in his voice.
Well, thanks. I love to sing. Making music, being in the band is really all I ever wanted to do and be. I still am just a singer-songwriter that loves being in the band. We call our band Floyd County. And people ask me, they go, "Well, why you call your band Floyd County? You're from Greenup County." And I say, "Yeah, but Floyd County was the next county over." And when I was a kid, my dad used to take me, he would drive from Greenup to Floyd County to go rabbit hunting. And I thought, man, if something's more country than Flatwoods, Kentucky, then it must really be country. So we go to Floyd County. And then in football and baseball, if we were playing Floyd County, we knew those kids were going to be tough, they were going to be country, and they were going to be ready to get it. And there was just something about Floyd County. I said, well, let's just be Floyd County. It sounds right.
And they're probably appreciative of the shout out. They're like, holy crap, can you believe the band's called Floyd County?
Yeah, I know. But people in Greenup, I don't know how they feel about it now. But, just on the flip side of that, Greenup County has had a boom in tourism because there really is an old town road in Greenup County, Kentucky. And there's an old bridge that was built during the 1800s. It's a covered bridge called the Old Town Bridge. And I see pictures of it all the time. There's kids and buses and people go out to Old Town Road and get their picture made on that bridge now. And so Greenup's having a little bit of a boom from this thing.
I do want to, and we'll come back a second and talk about this, but I do want to talk about like how you got involved on the very, very front side of Old Town Road.
Okay.
Like who made the call? Don't say yet, because I'm curious, because I don't know the answer. Did you call Lil Nas X, or did Lil Nas X call you? I just, don't spoil it. You're making head movements. I don't want to know yet.
Don't move
I
your
need
head.
to be teased through the break too.
Okay.
So we'll come back and do that. And also, Billy Ray was kind of giving me a hard time. Not a hard time, a good time for my dancing skills.
yeah.
Congratulations. Like, it would be easier to go to Mars than win Dancing with the Stars. And you went out there and won it. And it was, I was so proud of you. And I kept wanting to say, everybody vote for Bobby, everybody vote for, and then I thought, if I do say one thing, then people's gonna go, okay, I remember they called Billy Ray a drunken bear running through a swamp. And I thought, I don't wanna bring any negativity to Bobby, and I'm not giving him one negative thing to bring from where I was on the show. And like, they called me some bad things.
I got some hurtful stuff at me too.
No, you did not.
It was controversial that I won because I was not a good dancer.
You were a great dancer. Dancing is about bringing the joy or emotions of life, be it tragic if you're doing a sad samba, or a joyful dance of your feet flying and all this. But that's what dancing's supposed to be, like a song. You're expressing the emotion of the song, and you did it. You nailed it. You won it.
Why did you do it?
I ask myself that every damn day because I've never danced in my life. Why in the hell I thought it would be a good idea to enter a dance contest when I never danced a day in my life? I have no idea. I think I was just searching for something. My father had recently passed away, and I was in the midst of this moment of Hannah Montana, and my life felt like, gosh, where's the freedom of creativity and some expression? And felt like, I don't know, I was just looking for something new. And for some reason, life is a series of adjustments, and you make choices. And in that instance, I made a bad choice.
Oh, you think it was a bad choice?
Oh, there's no way. If I could reverse one thing in my life, I would not have signed up for Dancing with the Stars.
Wow.
How many weeks did you last?
I think it was 8.
That's
Wow.
almost the whole show, Billy Ray.
It was 7 weeks longer than I should have. That's for sure.
Isn't it nuts right before you go on live when you're looking at the dance floor and you hear, all right, we got 15 seconds. And even before you go on and do your dance, you hear ding, 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 ding. And you're like, oh my God, here goes nothing. And then you just go.
It's the most terrifying feeling in the world.
Because you, like me, have had no experience ever. Like I went into it too, never had a lesson, never did any dance at all.
Yeah.
And
I think you surely had some training.
I appreciate that you feel that I looked like I was a good enough dancer to have training, but I fell down the first week. Like I fell down on the show. I finished the dance and I slipped because I didn't know my shoes were slick, and I fell on my shoulder, and it still hurts.
And I still to this day think or thought that you did that intentionally to play the sympathy card to get everyone to go, man, look at how far this guy, if you fall, then see right off the bat, you got back up.
I'm not above that.
You got back up.
But this was real. Like I really fell.
You really did fall.
And then I really got back up.
And you got back up, and that's what you do in life. You fall,
try.
you get back up.
Wow. I mean, you have a genuine fan right here, Bobby.
I love Billy Ray.
Serious,
I
man.
once paid. Listen, Billy
Bobby
Ray.
wants to carry you around now.
I probably could have reached out to Billy Ray, but I bought a Billy Ray guitar at a charity auction once. Because it was Some Gave All, and I was like, I'm such a big Billy Ray fan, and he's left-handed like I am, and it was a left-handed guitar. It was the old John Lennon guitar, and I bought it, and I keep it in my house. Like, I love Billy Ray,
Yeah.
and so I'm his biggest fan. I think we're sitting here fanboying out on each other, if that's okay.
Well, it's fine with me. And you mentioned to me Some Gave All, and I brought you a real special gold Some Gave All coin.
Oh, man, thanks.
Recently, it's the chief of police in Metro made an honorary coin. All gave some gave all for their fallen officers. And if you know someone that has made the ultimate sacrifice for this country, and it's articulated in the words of Some Gave All. So I brought you and your comrades here each a coin today.
I appreciate
and if
that.
you know someone in the service or you know someone who has made a sacrifice and you want to pass it on, that's what it's for.
Tell me how Old Town Road with you came to be, because I woke up one morning, we were playing the song, and all of a sudden I see you in the studio in a video, and you guys are laying down your part. So kind of talk me through the beginning of your life in this song.
Well, back it up just one hair of when, again, in October, I recorded Chevys and Fords, came in, met John Loba, Broken Bow, decided I'd been working for a year and a half on my new album, The Snake Doctor Circus, writing the songs, recording a lot of muscle shows with all these great musicians. My life was geared up for the Snake Doctor Circus, and this whole thing was meant to be kind of a revival, a festival, a celebration of music, and these songs that me and my partner Don Von Tress had written. And anyway, long story short, it wasn't going to come out till May. But the first of the year, this year, was being all geared up for the release of the album in May. Well, on March the 14th, I was just up having a cup of coffee in California and got an email about, it was from Columbia Records reaching out in the name of Lil Nas X, and wanted to know if I would take a listen to this song and would I be interested in joining him on the song. And I said, well, who is Lil Nas X and where is the song? And so it was like a link to TikTok. And so I hit the link and up comes the song and the horses, and I just like stood up and go, what can I do to it? It's already a hit. There's no, I mean, I love this. I love this song. It was like instantly it was my new favorite song, and Lil Nas X was my new favorite artist, but there was no need, there was nothing I could do to make it any better. I thought it was already a hit. And so then I contacted the Columbia, president of Columbia Records had sent me the email, and he goes, introduced himself and told me a little bit of the backstory. And then he said, you know, if you look, and then they sent me some information. Lil Nas had reached out for me on Twitter as early as December. And he had sent a note when the song started getting its legs up and people were doing the dance, and TikTok was it was growing. It was before he had the record deal, before the song had went completely international and gonzo. And he reached out on Twitter saying, does anyone know how I can get this song to Billy Ray Cyrus?
So he wanted you months before.
He was that much in his mind. He was thinking all this out. I gotta say, man, Lil Nas X, he gave me and really the whole world a lesson on, hey, take a look at the tools of your trade. Look what's out here for you to get your music out to an audience around the world. I'm a student of this business. I'm, again, a musician, singer, songwriter. I should have known all this stuff. I've always tried to be learning and be on the cutting edge of what is available. How do you make a living in the music business? Well, I go, TikTok, this song that Lil Nas X, he's on the forefront of where the future is in music. And plus I loved the song. So on the 14th, immediately, within 10 minutes, I said yes. And they said, when can you come sing? And I loved it so much, I said, today. And so they couldn't find an engineer. And they said, we got it set up for tomorrow. Will tomorrow work? And I said, yeah, that'll be great. It'll give me time to study. And so I went into my studio and asked Alexa if she would play, I had it written down on a card, Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. Alexa, play Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. boom, she'd play it. And I started writing down the words, writing down the chords. I started playing on guitar. And by the end of that day, I just could not stop singing the song. And I'm still saying, what in the hell am I going to do to it? It's already a hit. There's nothing I can do. Well, I went in the next day to the studio on Sunset. And when I got there, they said, hey, we want you to write a verse. I go, oh, no. I said, somebody should have told you, I can't write on purpose. I have to be going through desperation and catastrophes, and all this stuff has to happen to me, and then my songs just come to me. I've never written a song with an appointment. And, oh, you can do it. And luckily they had this young lady, that's a great writer, Yazi, was in there, and she's written a lot of rap, pop, kind of, she's from that world of she just knew what to do commercially. She was gonna be my partner to write, and so, she just said, where do you want to start? How do you make this? I said, I don't know. And she said, well, your hat's down, and I said, yeah. And I drove across town. She said, you're living like a rock star, and then she said, star. Well, I have my guitar in my hand, so naturally the only thing I'd say, something about my brand new guitar. And then, I don't know why, just instantly I said, baby's got a habit, diamond rings and marijuana. And she said, I like it all except the marijuana. And she said something about a Fendi sports bra. And I didn't know what that was, but I thought, hey, that sounded cool. And so we bounced it in 10 minutes. We wrote that verse. And then I got in the box, and she told me to sing up. And I was gonna sing it like Nas was singing down. And I started doing that, and she said, no, you got the range, go up there and get it. And I started doing it, and I don't know, I did just a few takes of it, and everybody was all jacked up going, man, this feels good. And so that was on the 15th of March. And then on the 17th of March, Columbia had heard what I did, and they said, please come in and sing the opening and the chorus, because I hadn't done that. I just sang the new verse I wrote.
Oh, you didn't go in initially and do, gonna take it? Oh, wow.
No, I didn't sing that part. I just did the new verse that I wrote, and thought that's all they wanted me to do. And again, I didn't even think that it even needed that. But they said, come back in and sing the whole thing. So I came back in on the 17th of March and sang it from top to bottom. And then they said, is there anything you could do besides the hum? And so the only thing I could think of is I whistled. And when I did the whistle, then I got the note back from Nas and Keo, and all of them go, the whistle's the stuff. Go, whistle, whistle. And so I doubled the whistle. And so that was it. That's the way it happened.
That's it.
And then
That's
it's
done.
blown up. Were you surprised that your version of the song has kind of been the version? It's the one now.
All I know is really, like, again, I was done singing by March 20th. I had everything I was going to do that I could do to it. And then there was 2 weeks. Now, my spirit, something inside me, again, I don't have a lot of talent, but I do get feelings about things. And I get, just every now and then, my instincts might kick in and I'll get a feeling about something. My spirit was dancing on this song, like, is this gonna happen? And there was a while that it wasn't. Is it? There was talk of other people and I was basically having a nervous breakdown going, this song has to come out now. I was just like, every day would be a catastrophe of the song almost going away. But my spirit said, this is so special, it's gotta happen. And on April the 4th, the video you saw, that was me and Nas really meeting each other for the first time. I went into the studio and we did that little thing because the record was coming out the next day. So that was on the night of the 4th, and on the morning of the 5th of April, I just remember Miley beating on my door going, Dad, you're number 2. You're number 2. The only person in front of you is the Jonas Brothers. And I was like, it was early in the morning. I went, what are you? And then I hear more, and there's this noise coming out of my house, like the kids, everybody's, Dad's going to number 2. And then all of a sudden, this big roar popped up, and they were all yelling, going, "You just passed the Jonas Brothers." And now I'm sitting here 15 weeks later, and it's just been a blur. What happened to Papaw was I had to go get busy. I didn't know that, wait a minute, you got one shot at this thing, you better go to work. And next thing I knew, I was flying to Rolling Loud, the biggest rap festival in America. I was headed to MetLife to sing with Cardi B and be at that festival, and Glastonbury, England, and like, I just started, and my show dates, all of a sudden my agent's calling every day, and my price is going up, and the dates are coming in tenfold. I'm like, wait a minute, it's raining goodness here. You gotta make hay while the sun shines. And all of a sudden I just went to work, and it was actually really good for me. I'm kind of, I feel proud now that I put my boots and my pants on and got out of the house and went to work, and it's been really fun, and it's like kind of it's odd for me. I mean, I'm 57 years old, going to be 58 on August 25th, and for me to be sitting here now, that's kind of why I brought Johnny in this morning. This is a full circle moment for me of gratitude. Johnny said to me when I met him, he had all them fans lined up, and he pointed, Jones and I both stand there. He said, "See, this is what country music is about. It's about these fans." And I was like, yeah, it'll always be about the fans. And to think that for me, these fans, country music has allowed me to come do what I love to do here in this town since 1992. And those fanfares, and fanfare becoming CMA Fest, and there might have been a lot of changes in country music and the music world in Nashville, but the one thing that has stayed constant is country music is about the fans. And Johnny was right. And for me being here 3 decades later and still just being able to have this conversation, I'm a very grateful and humble man just to be in this moment. I don't know what tomorrow holds. I don't know what I'm gonna do from here, but to be in this moment, I'm just thankful and really grateful to people like you who stood up for me and this song. You didn't have to do that. I know you was going against the grain, but you did. And I'm here to tell you thank you, and I love you for that.
Thanks, Billy Ray. Well, listen, let me say this. Billy Ray's got a record out. It's called Snake Doctor Circus. Everybody should check it out. We debuted the new song Chevys and Fords this morning. That other voice you hear on the song is Johnny McGuire. And I appreciate you coming by.
I'm glad to be here.
When we get to see each other, I always enjoy our time together.
And you say you're doing a stand-up comedy?
I'm in Denver tonight, yeah.
In Denver tonight.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be so fun.
Billy Ray was like, "You're funny? What?"
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Denver last week, man.
Yeah.
The crowds are so good out there. Now, unfortunately, my show was outside and it got rained out.
Well, mine's in a theater, so it can rain all at once. So.
That's going to be fantastic, man. I wish I was there.
I genuinely believe that he wishes he was
I know,
there.
me too.
Serious,
You
man.
need to go to one of the shows.
I'm
It's
going
so
to.
funny.
Snake Doctor Circus. That's the record. It's out now. The new song is Chevys and Fords. Billy Ray, I gotta let your people we gotta get them out of here. You're big time now. Apparently you're getting another call. It's like Jimmy Fallon or something calling you, so you gotta go. But
I don't know.
I'm so happy you came.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, there
Thank
he is.
you.
Billy Ray
It's an honor to
Cyrus,
be with you.
everybody. We'll play this one right now. Bobby Bones Show.
It's a Bobby Bones Show.